Ryan taking a fairly wide stance on his pick right there. Nothing wrong with that. Just always interesting to see how different lifters set up to lift. Taking some really tiny walkout steps right there to get back to where he needs to go. Typically, that's why you won't see people take a wider stance. Just a few more steps. But squats comes right back up. Really consistent on that one. Looks really good. Let's see what the judges say. Number one, you can fail number two, or you can fail number three, but you can't fail all three. You only have to get one of each lift to count. Ryan, with his wide pick stance, getting a nice unrack right there. So he's taking a fairly wide stance with high bar. You don't typically see that a lot. One of the advantages is a little bit more upright. Typically, you'd see that in more of a ply lifter compared to a raw lifter. It's always, again, interesting to see how people's body mechanics are prepared. Ryan, 172.5 kilos on the bar, 380 pounds. Whenever you hear me refer to the pounds here on any live stream to do with powerlifting, I never round up. It's either the exact weight or I round down because we don't give ourselves extra weight in powerlifting. We make it as hard as we possibly can. All right, Ryan taking his small steps back and pulls in air to really get a good brace. Drops really far down, not quite there. Ryan, 107.5 kilos on the bar, 237 pounds. Three white lights. Lift is good. Lifters, I'm not very good at grinding through. My wife, on the other hand, incredible bench grinder. It takes a very special kind of person to do that. And it's always awesome to see when somebody's able to kind of push through a bench and get something that you weren't 100% confident if you could. Ryan gets the start command. Presses up. Got to extend through them triceps. Really fight for this one. All right. Gets the rack command. Judges say 2-1. Lift is good. Ryan getting underneath the bar. 115 kilos, 253.53 pounds. Knowing some red lights for today, it might be soft hips, soft knees. You can't really see it as the head judge, but as a side judge, you're a little easy. It's a little easier to see whether or not somebody's knees are fully locked, hips are fully pushed through, shoulders are rocked back. So if we see 2-1 lights, that could be one thing. Could also be foot movement, maybe a little bit of downward movement. We'll keep an eye out and try to call it as we see it. Ryan getting set up and ready with 170 kilos. Woo, that was smooth as butter for an opening attempt. But Ryan going with 180 kilos. Not quite able to break the ground for Ryan.